Hi guys, it's Neg9YGO, and today I'm going to be showing you my competitive 6 SAM deck list. So I've seen online other deck lists, and they can do the full loop, but they're just not as consistent. So this is currently the best and most consistent 6 Samurai deck. It has 2 different 3-card combos, which you have a 90% chance of seeing in your opening hand. So I'll show you the combos, but first the deck list. First, 3 of the best extender in the deck. Kizan. He special summoned himself if you control another 6 Samurai with a different name, and he's a level 4. You can make the rank 4 XCs, which is really powerful. Next we have the best starter in the deck, Kugeki. You normal summon Kugeki and special summon another 6 Samurai from your hand, level 4 or lower. And when there's another 6 Samurai on the field with a different name, he gains 1500 attack. So you need to be aware of this for other plays, as attack might come up. Next we're playing the most underrated extender. So I've seen a lot of people only running 2 or even 1 copy of Grandmaster, but it's just another Kizan, and it really helps extend and even start your combos if you draw it in your opening hand. People don't like the limitation of only being able to control 1 at a time, which I don't really think is an issue when you're linking so many times. Next we have the loop. 3 Shinai, 3 Mizuho. Both of them special summon themselves if you control another on the field. And Mizuho tributes another 6 Samurai, Shinai usually, to destroy another card on the field. And Shinai, when it's tributed, gets to add back another 6 Samurai from your graveyard. So I've seen people only running 2 of these, but if you see 1 of each in your opening hand, it can count towards your 3-card starter. And you might end up banishing 1 or seeing 1 banished by your opponent, and that will just shut down the entire combo if you're only running 2 or even 1. Next we have the tuner in the deck, Secret 6 Samurai Fuma. This card is essential for your synchro plays and can even make you a herald before your 5th summon. Next we have Secret 6 Samurai Hatsume. What it does is banishes 2 6 Samurai monsters from your graveyard or face up field, and special summons a 6 Samurai monster from your graveyard. This is essential for making enough counters to go into your loop consistently. You only need 1 because it's a hard one per turn, and it's summonable off Isolde, which is the main way you're going to see it. Next up we have Legendary Secret of the 6 Samurai. This special summons itself when a Secret 6 Samurai is summoned. That means you can summon it when Hatsume or Fuma hit the board. Next we're running the 1 Fireflint Lady. So if you draw your Hatsume, you're going to want to summon Fireflint Lady off Isolde, and then you'll be able to special summon the Hatsume to go into your combo. You don't really want to run more than 1 because it's a brick if you draw 2 of it, but the 1 is essential to helping keep these combos consistent and smooth. Now onto the spells. We're running 3 Sheen Smoke Signal. There's so many level 3 or lower 6 Samurai monsters. This card can help start all your combos if you see it in your opening hand. Next we have 3 Sheen's Dojo. So when you summon a 6 Samurai monster, it places a Bushido counter on this card, and that's great for making counters for Gateway, but it also can send itself to the graveyard while it has Bushido counters on, and special summons a 6 Samurai or Sheen monster from your main deck whose level is less than or equal to the number of counters it had on it. Next, I'm main decking 3 Dark Ruler No More. This could be 3 of any other card you want to run. Ash, Lightning Storm, Evenly. It just depends on what matchups you think you're going to face. Next up we're running 2 Asceticism of the 6 Samurai. It's a quick play spell, and what it does is it targets a face-up 6 samurai monster you control, and you special summon from your deck one 6 samurai monster with a different name but with the same attack. So that works well with Kageki and Fuma, as long as you don't have another 6 samurai face-up on the field for Kageki to activate, and it also works well with Hatsume and Mizuho. Asceticism also destroys that monster during the end phase, but most of the time you're going to have linked it off, so it won't really matter anyway. Next up, for more counter cards, we're running Terraforming and a Temple of the Six. Temple of the Six places a Bushido counter on itself each time a 6 samurai monster is summoned, and all of your opponent's monsters lose 100 attack for each Bushido counter on Temple of the Six. This can help with OTKs and also Apollosa, stopping it from being able to negate, and also Grenmarju. Next, we're running 1 Gateway of the Six, the best card in the deck. If you could run 3, you'd run 3, but it's just that good. Each time a 6 samurai monster is summoned, it places 2 counters on itself. You can remove 2 Bushido counters to boost a 6 samurai or Sheen effect monster by 500 attack until the end of the turn, but the next 2 effects are the most important. You can remove 4 counters and it will add a 6 samurai monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand, which allows you to make the Mizuho and Shinai loops. And finally, you can remove 6 counters, target 1 Sheen effect monster in your graveyard and summon it. So you're not main decking any Sheen effect monsters, but you are in your extra deck, which will allow you to use this effect and get a free summon. When using these effects, it can remove Bushido counters from any card on your side of the field. So that includes your Dojo, Temple of the Six, and your Battle Shogun extra deck monster. Next, we're running Reinforcement of the Army. This is basically a Sheen smoke signal, but it can also search Kizan. Next up, we're running 1 Monster Reborn. This is an extender and a starter at the same time, because it allows you to special summon a monster from any player's graveyard. We're running the 1 copy of Call by the Grave. This deck can get hit really hard by hand traps, so having a negate for 1 could win you the game. Next up, Equip Spells. We're only running 3, and all 3 of them put themselves back on top of the deck when sent from field to graveyard. The reason I'm running these 3 is to reduce the number of bricks and also keep Isolde active. Because if you run 4, there's still a chance that you could draw 2 and your Isolde will be dead. And final card, to counter Dark Ruler No More, we're running an Anti-Spell Fragrance. You want to flip this up in your opponent's standby phase to shut out their spells for the rest of the turn. Now, onto the extra deck. We're running the 1 copy of Sheen. You can make this with your Fuma and a level 4 monster, so that'll be Legendary Secret of the 6 Samurai or Kizan. And what it does is, once per turn, you can negate one of your opponent's spell or trap and destroy it. The other synchro we're running is Herald of the Arclight. This can help you stop hand traps like Ash and Nibiru if you summon it on your first hand, and it can also be your final negate. So we're running the 1 copy of Isolde. You could run 2 in case your opponent was playing something like Impermanent or Veiler, but most of the time they'd hit your second effect after you've paid the cost. Next we're running 3 Battle Shogun of the 6 Samurai. This card needs 2 warriors, including a 6 samurai monster. On summon, this card discards a card to search for your gateway or another Bushido counter card. Usually your discard will be the Kageki that you search off Isolde, so this combo is just 3 cards, it's not even 3.5 cards. Next we're running 3 Saryuya. This card helps you draw through your entire deck. With loops you can basically summon 6 of these in 1 turn. Next we're running 1 Apollosa. This card isn't as strong this format, but it's still a 4 monster negate, which is insane. We're running 1 Abyss Dweller, which is another negate you can end on. It stops your opponent from using graveyard effects. we're running Daigusto Emerald. With how much this deck loops, it's only natural to run another loop card. This can shuffle 3 monsters from your graveyard into your deck and then draw a card. So you can shuffle back 3 Saryuya to get your 6 effects in one turn. To summon, you need 2 level 4 monsters, which is 2 Kizan. And now we have the most underrated 6 Samurai card in the deck, which helps you make all your combos with 3 cards. Shadow of the 6 Samurai, Sheen. It has both 6 Samurai and Sheen in its name, so you can summon it off Gateway, and then also gain counters. You need to run 2 to go full combo. Any less and you're not going to have enough consistency. Next we're running 1 Rihan. You contact fuse it using 3 6 Samurai monsters with different attributes. Its effect allows you to banish a 6 Samurai monster from your hand or face-up field to banish any card on the field. So there are some cards that have destruction immunity, and this can really help get around that. So I want to talk about cards I don't think you should be running. I've seen lots of people running Kizaru, which has a 2-card combo if you're running the same extra deck, which is Kageki and Kizaru, but the chance of you drawing that compared to running these 32 cards and drawing 3 of them to go full combo, the chances are a lot smaller. I also see people running United, which is just a win more card. It has a maximum of 2 Bushido counters as well, which with the second combo I'm going to show you can really hold you back. So any 3 summons will make this full combo. So you're going to make your 3 summons, then now link 2 of them off into an Isolde. Isolde's first effect will activate to add you a Kageki from deck to hand. Now using Isolde's second effect, you want to send 3 of your equip cards to the grave, summon a Hatsume, then Sword of Deep Seated will go back to the top of the deck. Now you want to link summon a warrior and a 6 samurai, Battle Shogun the 6 samurai. Now using its effect, discard Kageki, search your gateway and activate it. Now using Hatsume's effect, you're going to banish 2 monsters and summon to this zone that the Shogun points to. This will put 2 counters on your gateway and a counter on the Shogun of the 6 samurai. You're going to need to link these 2 into another Shogun here. This will put another counter on and put another 2 on here. You're going to remove 4 counters to add Kizan. You're going to summon Kizan here. That goes up to 3 counters. You've got 2 counters here now. You're going to remove counters, add another Kizan, summon Kizan, which will put another 2 counters on here. Now, this is where Shadow Sheen comes in. You X these to put a counter on here and another 2 on here. Remove your counters to search Grandmaster. Summon Grandmaster to put another 2 counters on. And here, going to link summon again with 2 6 samurai monsters into another Shogun. Going to put 2 counters here and another 2 on here. Now you want to remove 4 counters to add your Kizan back. Summon your Kizan, goes up to 3 here and up to 3 here. Remove 4 counters to add back a Kizan. You're going to summon Kizan again, add 2 counters. Xyz Shadow again, go up to 4 counters and 3 counters there. Now you're going to want to remove 4 counters to add back the final Kizan, summon Kizan, which will put 2 counters on here. And now, before you go into Saryuya, you're going to want to remove 4 counters off your board to add a Shinai or a Mizuho. So now all you need to do is draw a single summon off your Saryuya, whether that's the opposite to your Mizuho or Shinai, another Grandmaster, or a search card. And then we're going to link summon here, make Saryuya. Now, let's say we drew a Grandmaster. So what you want to do is use Saryuya's effect, summon Shinai to the zone here, put counter on, and put 2 counters on here. You're going to remove the counters to add a Mizuho, and then you can summon your Mizuho. We'll put 2 counters on here, and the final summon, Grandmaster, will put your extra 2 counters on, and then you can remove that counter and add another Shinai here, and there you have your full loop combo of 3 summons. So now we have the 100% guaranteed full combo, which is 2 summons and a counter card. So we're going to activate the counter card, make our 2 summons, which will put 2 counters, link summon again into Isolde up here. You're going to add your Kageki to hand. Now you're going to use Isolde's second effect, send 3 to summon Hatsume. Your Sword of Deep Seated will go to the top of the deck. So that goes up to 3 counters there. Now you're going to want to banish. If you used Kageki, you're going to need to banish it here. And you're going to banish your Hatsume to make Shinai, which will go up to 4 counters here. Now link summoning with these 2 to make Battle Shogun of the 6 Samurai, to put an extra counter on here, and then you're going to discard to search Gateway. Gateway's effect will search Kizan. You're going to summon Kizan. You'll get 2 there, 1 here, and I'll have another counter there. Now you can go ahead, search another Kizan, summon it to the zone there to get another counter, 2 on here and 1 on here. Going to go ahead and make your Sheen now to add another counter on here and add more counters on your other cards. Going to remove 4 counters, search Grandmaster, summon Grandmaster, 2 counters here, another counter on here. Then you're going to use 4 counters to make a Kizan. Kizan will summon into the zone. You go up to count. You go up. Now you're going to want to link summon again into your second Shogun, which will add even more counters. Now you're going to want to remove counters again. Add back Kizan, summon Kizan. You can remove counters again, summon another Kizan to add more counters. Now Xyz your Sheen again, going up counters here. Now you're going to want to remove more counters. Search your other Kizan, summon the Kizan, and you'll have enough counters now. Remove some counters. You can search your red, remove again, search your blue, and now you have enough monsters to summon and make your loop. So that's it for the deck list and combo. If you like the video, hit like and subscribe. Leave a comment. I also have another 6 Samurai deck on the way, which uses the gimmick of skipping your opponent's main phases with Bamboo Sword and Terminal World, which is a bit less consistent, but it's a lot more fun if you can pull it off. That's it from me. Thanks for watching.